Alright, today we're gonna make some vodka sauce with vodka. This is what I got. I got a mineral pot going on in here, onion, celery, carrots. I got me some veggie stock, thyme, basil, my heavy cream. I got me some cheese. I chose to use Pecorino Romano, some red wine, quart of vodka, tomato paste, sugar, and of course I got my salt over here, but that's the taste. Gotta get everything ready and then we cook. Oh, I also forgot my tomatoes. 2 cans of tomatoes. You're gonna start off by getting your pan really hot. You wanna make sure that thing is scorching. You're gonna put some olive oil, then your mirror pot. What you wanna do is throw in your mirror pot, get a nice good color. Once it's like brown, it don't matter if it's hitting the bottom of the pot, you want that color because you're gonna add your tomato paste and then you're gonna deglaze twice. We're gonna deglaze with some red wine and some vodka sauce. Well, vodka, not vodka sauce, we're making that. That's your oil. Oh, in the meantime, I got shallots and garlic confit right there that we are going to add to the vodka sauce. Make sure it's nice and hot. And that's what you want. Now you're going to cook this until you get it nice and brown and tender. We're going for color here and flavor. This is a long process. We're going to be cooking for about 3-4 hours. So while that's cooking, you also got your confit cooking. All of that is getting nice color. You got to make sure you have everything ready to go. You see it's starting to color up. That's what you want. You want caramelization. Once this whole thing is caramelized, we're going to deglaze twice. We're going to deglaze we're going to add the tomato paste and then deglaze. We're going to add the tomato paste, cook it out, then deglaze with the red wine and then the vodka sauce. And then we're going to hit it with tomatoes. Like I said, color is flavor. We're going to go ahead and add the tomato paste in there. You want to cook out the tomato paste. Like 2 to 3 minutes it should be. Nothing crazy. You want to cook it out so you get all that at the bottom of the pan. Beautiful. Let that cook out. Once the tomato paste is all cooked out, go ahead and hit it with some red wine. Now you want to cook out the alcohol and you want to make sure you get all that good stuff at the bottom of the pan. That's the sauce, that's the flavor. Look at that. Beautiful. You're going to semi-sec this. Semi-sec means a little bit of liquid left. That's it. Once that's cooked out semi-sec, go ahead and hit it with your vodka. Now you're going to cook that out till the alcohol semi-sec again. Get all that flavor, all that stuff at the pan, get all the bottom. That's why I use a rubber spatula to make sure you get everything from the bottom of that pan. The next step, we're gonna add the tomatoes, but if you want, you can add your veg stock with the tomatoes because it's all going in at the same time. It's almost there, still cooking. Gotta wait till there's only a little bit of liquid, then we're gonna add the good stuff. Now this process takes about 3, 4, 5 hours because you're going to cook the tomatoes and the veggie stock for about 2 to 3 hours. You're going to be cooking at a low heat so the simmers real nice and slow. Another way you can tell if the vodka's cooked out is go ahead and smell it and you can smell all the alcohol. Now alcohol's all cooked out. Smelled it. Most of that that's left is just a little bit of liquid and tomato paste. So that's why you got it like that. Now we're going to add our tomatoes and veg stock. This is what you're gonna get. Go ahead and mix that in. You're gonna want to bring it to a boil and then let it simmer real nice and slow. This is a real long process. Definitely worth it. Add your bay leaves, add your thyme, add your basil. Mix all of that in there. Now the thyme and basil is going all in because I am gonna blend it with the stick blender, so it doesn't matter if I put it whole or not. This is all gonna get blended. Go ahead and mix that in. So once you got all that mixed, you can also add your garlic and shallots right here. Go ahead and add that in. The oil is olive oil, don't worry. That's all that good stuff right there. Mix it in. Once it comes to a boil, lower it. In about an hour, we're gonna go ahead and with the hand blender and buzz and then let it cook for another 2 hours. Once it simmers down, about 2 quarts, then we're gonna add the heavy cream. Let that cook for another hour and then add the Pecorino Romano cheese. This time I'll show you the finished product. I almost forgot, make sure you add your sugar. I do about half a cup of sugar and about half a cup of salt. Do some about a fourth cup of pepper, and then taste it and see how you like it. Well, mix that up. Once it starts boiling, go ahead and simmer. You want it at a low simmer, you want to reduce it. You see how it's right here? We're gonna reduce this by about an inch or an inch and a half, and then buzz this, let it cook some more, heavy cream, let it cook some more, and then pecorino. Alright, now we're gonna buzz this since we already reduced it enough. I want it chunky, so I'm not gonna buzz it too much, but I'm gonna make sure to get all the herbs. I want it chunky, so I'm not gonna buzz it too much. That's why you gotta love a stick blender. That's everything in half the time. Alright, now you're gonna buzz it to your consistency. Me, I want it chunky, so I left it nice and chunky. We're doing chunky vodka. Look at that. Now we're gonna cook it all, and we're gonna reduce it, maybe another inch, and then add the heavy cream. All right, once it has reduced, you're gonna add 2 quarts of heavy cream. 1, look at that, goodness. Ooh. See the pink? Vodka sauce. 2, that's what I'm talking about. Now you're gonna let this cook for about another hour. Please keep an eye on it. It has heavy cream, so you know it can come up. Look at that, goodness. And then you finish it off with some cheese, pecorino or parmigiano, whichever one you like. I'm using pecorino romano. Look at that goodness, chunky, real nice and chunky. And there you have it, vodka sauce. Creamy, delicious vodka sauce.